Proud of our guys for coming back out and having a great practice Friday, Saturday, and playing well. And the frustration that we had after Wednesday night's game, we were able to finish this game. And we talked about it in the second half at about the 15-minute mark, how we need to close out the game, continue to share the ball, be unselfish, and I thought we did a really good job of that. And the second half, we built a little bit of a lead there at the end of the first half. The second half, we pushed the lead up, and then we were able to score inside. We made three-point shots. I think we shot 67% from the floor, 67% from three. And we even out-rebounded our opponent by one. We did that too, out-rebound our opponent, but we also out-free-throwed our opponent by one today. So I think that's the third time this year that's happened. But we got a great supporting cast off the bench in the first half. Mike Thomas came in, hit a couple of buckets like he's been doing in the first halves. And Kyron came in and played big, hit a three. We've been working on his three-point shot, and he's a really good shooter. He just doesn't shoot it. I was really glad to see one go in. And then Brandon Hardy came in and hit a three, and then London came in and got a rebound there in the last minute. So our bench outscored theirs 13-0 in the first half, and that was big because they were outscored against Georgia State last week. But I thought we shot it good. We spread it around, and low turnover game, too. We only had 5 to the 2 shot clock violations at the end.
Nobody likes to lose, but it's pretty obvious this team hates to lose more than some of the other teams. Like, their reaction to losing. I'm sure you like that.
Yeah, competitiveness is one of our core values with our team, and we want to compete, and competitors don't like getting beat. They want to win, and we've got a good group of guys, and they know that we hurt our chances. We're going to have to probably win out to win the league, but it's possible, and we just got to continue to stay together and play.
How thrilled were you to see the return of the scoring being balanced again?
It was good. We had 5 guys in double figures, with Mike Thomas being one of them. I think Fulks led us tonight. He played good and made a couple of tough shots late, and played off 2 feet. He's using the glass so much better on his little bank shots. So that was big. Hosanna was fantastic. I thought his tip-ins in the first half kept us right there and got us a lead. And then Joe hit a couple of timely threes, and they were working to keep him off the backboards today. That's a big physical team, and we were excited to out-rebound them by one and to come out on top in the scoring column.
As good as the offense has been, the defense is probably the biggest difference today compared to Georgia State. What was the difference?
Yeah, well, the second half, they have 40% after shooting 48. I think the first media time out, they're shooting like 66% or something. And then we got it to 48 at halftime. And then the second half, it was 40 to knock it down to 44 for the game, which is just average. But we defended the three again, 4 for 21. And the difference in the game, too, is the other night, what were they, 17 of 22 in the second half from the free throw line, something like that. And we didn't get to the line as much. Tonight, these guys were 8 for 14 from the free throw line. They even had a couple rattle in and come out.
Was it more physical? This game is kind of physical.
Yeah, it was. Early in the game, the very first play, they won the tip, and Spurgeon, the 7-footer, set a back screen on Joe. I mean, just about knocked him down right in front of our bench. Legal screen, but physical. And then there were a couple of plays. Obviously, H got run over. The guy started at half court, and H is planted, but it's a charge. I mean, a block with the new rules, what the referee always says. So I guess we're supposed to just step out of the way and olay him, let him get to the basket. But that was a nice collision. Kyron set a screen one time and got hit in the face. I felt like they were holding us quite a bit. They were physical, and that's the way they play. The MAC has a lot of teams that are like that, with Toledo being one of them, 2 of the teams we played.
And so with the Sun Belt MAC Challenge, you guys go 10-2 now in the second round, and that was kind of the sentiment. We'll see how it goes when the Sun Belt teams get to play home games. Y'all overall kind of changed the narrative there.
Yeah, and we got one more free throw tonight than our opponent, which Toledo got 22 more than us. But no, our teams did a great job, and Old Dominion lost by one, had a chance to win, and then Georgia Southern loses by one, and then everybody else wins almost double figures across the board. There were a couple of games maybe that were 8 or 6, but for the most part, we took care of business and did what we needed to do, and we got to get back and finish this conference race.
Do you think the event worked as it was designed to work as far as getting two conferences together?
Time will tell. It's hard. A couple of teams didn't participate this year, Marshall and Coastal, being that we have 14 teams, there are 12. And, two teams will take off next year. So it'll be a challenge. I mean, next year you're going to open at home. I guess it is a Sun Belt MAC challenge, but it'll be interesting because next year we'll open at home, our league will, and then we'll go travel during this time, and that's always tricky. And you look at Bowling Green, they go back home and they're on the road for a couple of games. So it's hard travel when you're going that far.
Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Who's winning? Oh, who's going to win? I guess everybody says the 49ers. I kind of like, we got Elijah plays for those guys, right? Yeah. So Kansas City's fun to watch. Mahomes and Kelsey and all those guys are good. I like Andy Reid. I think he's stood the test of time. He's had a lot of adversity in his life, and he's a heck of a football coach.